Hi, today we are going to see the topic metrology and measurement. So what is metrology and what is measurement? Before entering into the topic, why we need to know about the metrology and measurements, and what are the important important factor in that metrology and measurement. So before entering into the topic, we have to know about the objectives of the metrology and measurement. What are the objectives you have to learn after completing or after learning this subject? So to provide knowledge on various metrological equipments available to measure the dimension of the component, to provide knowledge on the correct procedure to be adopted to measure the dimension of the component. After completing this, the metrology and measurement have 5 units. In that, the unit 1 is basics of metrology, the unit 2 is linear and angular measurements, unit 3 is advanced in metrology, unit 4 is form measurement, unit 5 is measurement of power, flow and temperature. So these are all the topics we are going to learn in this subject. After completing this subject, you must learn about these things. What are the course outcomes? First of all, we have to know about the course outcome. What is course outcome? After completing the syllabus, you have to know about how to handle the equipments of metrological equipments, how to handle the metrological equipments, and what are the measurement you are going to take using the gauges. So the course outcomes are namely followed as described the concept of measurements to apply in various metrological instruments. The course outcome 2, linear and angular measurements tools used for industrial applications. Third one is explain the procedure for conducting computer aided inspection. Fourth one is demonstrate the techniques of form measurement used for industrial component. Fifth one is discuss various measuring techniques of mechanical properties in industrial application. So these are all the outcomes, these are all the things we should know after completing the syllabus. So for that, we are going to discuss about the topic of metrology and measurement. So first of all, we have to know about metrology. What is metrology? Anyone have any idea? Okay. What is measurement? Okay. First of all, we have to know about measurement. What is a measurement? The word measurement comes from the Greek word metron, 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 which means limited proportion. Measuring is the act of determining a target's size, length, amount of volume, weight, capacity or other aspect with an instrument marked in standard units. Measurement is fundamental to control, to improvement and to verification. We measure success and failures and often base our action on judgments that arise from measurements. It's far more powerful than just a set of number on a scale. And by exploiting the value of measurement, as engineers can achieve more. So for that, only the measurement is a very important for engineers to creating the new object or new element or new workpiece. So these are all the things we have to consider for making the new product in manufacturing industry. And then why metrology important in daily life? Why? Metrology allows manufacturers to produce products more accurately, more quickly and to a higher standard. These benefits are passed on to consumers as product become cheaper to purchase and are made to a higher quality. Okay, now we are going to see what is definition of metrology. The word metrology is derived from two Greek words. What are the two Greek words? Metrology, METRO. It's called measurement. Logy, LOGY, science. So thus the metrology is the science of measurement. Metrology is a field of knowledge concerned with measurement and includes both theoretical and practical problems with reference to measurement. Metrology is the science of weights and measures. Metrology is the process of making precise measurements of the relative positions and orientations of different optical and mechanical components. Metrology is the science concerned with the establishment, reproduction, conversion and transfer of unit of measurement and their standards. So these are the things we have to consider while measure the equipment. Next one is need of inspection. Why we need to inspect the new or existing component or a new created component? Why we need to inspect? To ensure the material, parts and components conform to the established standards, to meet the interchangeability of manufacturer, to provide the means of finding the problem area for meeting the established standards, to produce the parts having acceptable quality levels with reduced scrap and wastage, to produce good quality of raw material, tools and equipment that govern the quality of finished product, to take necessary effort to measure and reduce the rejection percentage, to judge the possibility of rework of defective parts. The above mentioned points to be need for making a good product in manufacturing industry or production industry. We have to make, for example, we have to make a 6006 deep groove ball bearing. In the many more companies as there. For example, we take SKF bearing is a more reliable and more known product in the market for best sellers for automobiles. They have a long journey of history to produce the bearings in good quality. So they take that company as a good example for this. Why we need inspections? If you are buying the 6006 deep groove ball bearing, in that bearing we have two kind of bearing is there. One is 2RS1, another one is 6006 alone. So what is the difference between 6006 and 6006 2RS1? What is the difference? In the name itself, they give a code and they give a differentiation. So by this differentiation, we can know about the product, what is inside the package. For that confusion, they give 2RS1. If that is not 2RS1, then the bearing is not covered by the plastic. If it is a 6006 bearing, it's not covered by plastic. So what will happen? The lifetime of the bearing is more higher than 6006. So the 6006 bearing lifetime is less than that 2RS1 bearing. So there the cost wise, the deep groove ball bearing is 6006, 2RS1 is slightly vary. So according to this, we know how the inspection is need and how the code is help to know about the product. Next topic is element of metrology. What is element of metrology? In that element, standard, workpiece, and instruments and person are there. So these are all the things we call the element of metrology. First of all, we are going to see the standard. The most important of the measurement is standard. Without standard, no measurement is possible. The standard is a physical representation of unit of measurement. Different standards have been developed for various units, including fundamental units as well as derived units. So the best example for the standard, if we are going to buy tomato in vegetable shop, so the shopkeeper have 1 kg and 250 kg, that is 200 gram and 50 gram, then 100 gram, half kg, 1 kg. They have separate weight stones there. In some shopkeepers have electronic weighted machine. So in these two have some random error it may occur in that equipment. What is the standard? That is 1 kg. We need a tomato. How much kg we need? How we can explain it to the shopkeeper? I need 100 kg tomato. No, we will ask 1 kg or half kg, 250 grams, half kg or 250 grams or 1 kg. Randomly we will ask. Then we will ask sometimes 5 kg for any programs or any functions we organized in our home. So usually we are getting 1 kg from the shopkeeper in the vegetable shop. So in that electronic weighted machine is there. That is more accurate than comparatively the conventional weighting machine. So the conventional weighted machine have some error, maybe the human error is there. So the comparatively without any standard, if any standard is not possible, then how we are getting the product? Then how we will fix the price of the product? So the standard is very important. After that, workpiece. Workpiece is the object to be measured part. Variations in geometry and surface finish of the measured part directly affected measuring system repeatedly. Compressible materials like a plastic or nylon are different type of problems that any gauge pressure will distort the material. This can be avoided by fixing of gauging pressure as suggested by the industry, so that everyone will get uniform result. So the element of metrology, we saw standard and workpiece. Next one is instruments. Instrument is a device with the help of which the measurement can be done. The instrument must be selected based on the tolerance of the parts to be measured, the type of environment and the skills level of operators. It should be remembered that what type of instrument the customer prefer to measure. So that is instrument. If we are going to buy a shirt in a ready-made shop, we know how to buy. So what we are going to ask? my shirt size is 42 or XL or L or S, or we will say 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, etc. So without knowing the size, how can we measure it? So the tape, the shopkeeper have a tape, flexible tape, or else we will measure the size by vernier caliper or screw gauge. If it is possible to measure in the instrument, so depend upon the object, or depends upon the application, the instrument will be vary. So the right place, the right instrument have to choose. Person, there must be some person or a mechanism to carry out the measurement. Modern gauges or gauges are increasingly easy to use, but the failure to adequately train the operating personnel will lead a poor performance. So the person, in person, how the element of metrology contain the person. If the gauges are very precious or accuracy, then without knowing how to handle the equipment, then the random error will be occur. It is human error, maybe it will be occur. So the person also the important element of metrology. And then the measurement should be performed under the standard environment. If we are going to purchase a gold in gold shop, there must be a weight machine, electronic weighted machine. It is something different from the vegetable shop. We already discussed about the electronic weighting machine. They have ISI and some standard ISO standards are there. So in that standard, they have to maintain the calibration report. Every year we have to check, and then we have to produce the calibration report for every equipment, weighting equipment, because they are based on the equipment only they will sell the product. In that, the gold shop have a closed container to measure the gold gram weights. Why? Because the gram weight is more costly. The gold is more costly than comparatively the vegetables. In that, the temperature, dirt, humidity and vibrations are the 4 environmental factors that influence the measurement. If the container is not available, then if the fan is rotating on the weighting machine, the gram may be increasing due to the density of the air. So the vernier scale division of vernier caliper always changes when the measurement process is carried for n number of times for the same dimension. The environmental is indirectly related to the temperature humidity condition. So that's why we take the reading in open environment repeatedly. Then only we can measure the equipment without error. Accuracy and precision is more important due to this external effects. So only the gold shop weighting machine is have a container, closed container. In that closed container, they have one plate. In that plate only they will put the gram, and they will show the weight of the gold coin or ornaments what they are designing, and they will sell it. So these are things we have to noted. Metrological. Why metrological and measurement is very, very important. Without measurement, we can't buy anything, we can't sell anything, we can't create anything, we can't do anything. We could not create and sell and remodel. Nothing will happen. So the metrology and measurement is very, 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 very important. The generalized measurement system is a physical quantity to be measured, that is input signal, primary sensing element. Next one is variable conversion element, it convert the signal. variable manipulation element, that is amplified the signal, data transmission element, that is data processing element, after that the processed signal, data presentation element, after that human readable form, observer. So the generalized measuring system, while we putting the weight machine, the weight will be converted into, the mechanical weight is converted into electrical input. In that electrical input, the sensor will be sense, then the primary sensing element is there, then it will be convert the signal. The weight signal is converted into variable manipulation element. After that, the variable manipulation element amplified the signal. That amplified the signal will transfer data transmission element. After that, it will be converted into data processing element. Then it process the signal. Then it give data presentation element. After that, the human readable form will be show. Then we will see, we are the observer, then we will see the weight of the gold coin, or vegetable shop, or in our workshop. The weighted machine based working principle of the weighting machine, generalized measuring system, or else weigh bridge. Primary sensing element. What is primary sensing element? It receives the signal of the physical quantity to be measured as the input. It converts the signal to a suitable form, electrical, mechanical, or other form, so that it becomes easier for other elements of the measured system to either convert or manipulate it. Variable conversion element. What is variable conversion element? Variable conversion element is convert the output of the primary sensing element to a more suitable form. It is used only if necessary. Variable manipulation element. What is variable manipulation element? Manipulates the amplifies the output of the variable conversion element. Data processing element. It process the data signal received from the variable manipulation element. Data processing element may also be used to compare the measured value with the standard value to produce the required output. Data transmission system. What is data transmission system? It is simply used for transmitting the data from one element to another element. The data presentation element. It is used to present the measured physical quantity in a human readable form. For example, the Bourdon pressure gauge is there. After that, the very important topic, the accuracy and precision. Accuracy. What is accuracy? Accuracy may be defined as the ability of an instrument to respond to a true value of measured variable under the reference condition. It refers how closely the measured value agrees with the true value. A difference between the measured value and the true value is known as error of measurement. The precision. What is precision? The precision may be defined as the degree of exactness for which an instrument is designed or intent to perform. It refers the repeatability or consistency of measurement when the measurement are carried out under the identical condition. So, high accuracy and high precision. When we know the arrow point or arches, we know the arches. It have a round board. In that round board, the middle point is there. The archer have a six arrow. Then he aim to the board. In the 6 arrows, the same point, that is high accuracy and high precision. The 6 arrows in same point, but it is not in midpoint. It is far outer the circle. That is low accuracy and high precision, because the value is repeated nearby the standard value or original true value, but it is not exact true value. So if the 6 arrows surrounded the midpoint of the board, that is high accuracy and low precision, because the values difference is high comparatively. And then the 6 arrows are scattered and it pointed different areas in the board. So that is called low accuracy and low precision. So why the effect of element of metrology on precision and accuracy? Factors affecting the standard of measurement. What are the factors affecting the standard of measurements? Coefficient of thermal expansion, elastic properties of a material, stability with the time, calibration interval, geometric compatibility. Factors affecting the workpiece to be measured: coefficient of thermal expansion of material, elastic properties of a material, cleanliness, surface finish, surface defects such as scratches, waviness, adequate datum on the workpiece, thermal equalizations. These are all the factors affecting the workpiece. Factor affecting the characterization of an instrument: scale error, repeatability and reliability, readability, calibration error, effect of friction, zero drift, backlash, inadequate amplification, deformation when heavy workpiece are measured, constant geometry for both workpiece and standard. Factor affecting person, training skills, ability to select the measuring instrument and standard, altitude towards accuracy, planning measurement techniques for minimum cost consistent with precision requirement. Factor affecting the environment: temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, clean surrounding and minimum vibration enhance precision. Temperature equalization between standard workpiece and instrument. Thermal expansion effect due to heat radiations from lights, heating elements, sunlight and people. Manual handling may also introduce thermal expansions. Errors in measurement. An error may be defined as the difference between the measured value and the actual value. The error in measurement equal to measured value minus true value. Types of error in measured system. Types of error in measurements: gross error, measurement error, blended error. Systematic in that measurement error, systematic error and random error have a two classification. In that systematic error have a four classification: instrumental errors, environmental error, observational error, theoretical error. Finally, method of measurements: direct method and indirect method. In direct method, the quantity to be measured is directly compared with the primary or secondary standards. In indirect method, the value of the quantity is obtained by measuring other quantities that are functionally related to the required value. For example, angle measurement using sine bar. Finally, we are going to see standards. Types of standards: line standard, end standard. In line standard, standard yard, standard meter; end standard, end bar, slip gauges. So, yard is made up of 1 inch square cross section, bronze bar, and is 38-inch long. The bar has a round gold plug of 0.5 inches diameter and 0.5 inches deep. The yard is the distance between two central transfer line on the plugs when the temperature of the bar is constant. To protect the gold plug from accidental damage, it is kept at the neutral axis, as the neutral axis remains unaffected even if the bar is bent. End standard. End bar. The end bar is made up of steel having cylindrical section of 22.2 mm diameter with the faces lapped and hardened at the end are available in various lengths. Slip gauges. Slip gauges are rectangular blocks of hardened and stabilized high-grade cast steel. Wavelength 1 meter equal to 165076 3.73. 1 yard equal to wavelength. So the wavelength is 1509458.3. So up to this, the metrology and measurement, basic metrology is over. So simply I'm going to summarize the basic metrology in Tamil. ஸோ என்ன டெஃபனேஷன் நம்ம பார்த்துட்டோம். மெட்ராலஜினா என்ன அப்படின்னா வந்து இது ஒரு சயின்ஸ் ஆஃப் மெஷர்மெண்ட்டு. இந்த மெஷர்மெண்ட்டில் வந்து நம்ம எதைக்கு இது வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இதோட நீட் என்ன அப்படின்னா இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷனுக்கு இது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப தேவை. ஸோ ஒரு புதுசாக ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் நம்ம வந்து பண்ண போகிறோம், இல்லை ஒரு புதுசாக ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து நம்ம வந்து க்ரியேட் பண்ண போகிறோம், இல்லை ஒரு புதுசாக ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட்டை வந்து நம்ம வாங்க போகிறோம் அப்படின்றப்ப வந்து நமக்கு வந்து மெஷர்மெண்ட் வந்து ரொம்பவே முக்கியம். ஸோ இதில் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா எலமெண்ட் ஆஃப் மெட்ராலஜி இருக்குது. ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ஒர்க் பீஸ். ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ஸ் எதுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, நம்ம ஒரு வெயிட் மிஷின் இருக்குது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, 1 கிலோ நம்ம வந்து தக்காளி வாங்குகிறோம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, அது வந்து 1 கிலோவா அப்படின்றத தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு நமக்கு வந்து வெயிட் மிஷின் தேவை. ஸோ அதனால் தான் நம்ம வந்து அதை வந்து வெயிட் மிஷினில் போட்டு அதுக்கப்புறமா நம்ம வாங்குகிறோம். அதே மாதிரி அதுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் இருக்குது. இப்போ நம்ம வந்து 1 கிலோ கல்லில் வந்துட்டு 1.5 கிலோ அப்படின்னு வச்சு 1 கிலோன்னு நம்ம வாங்க முடியாது இல்லையா? அதனால் வந்து அது 1 கிலோ அப்படின்னா அது 1 கிலோ தான். அது வந்து எஸ்ஐ யூனிட்ஸ் இருக்குது, நிறைய எம்கேஎஸ் யூனிட்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ அதை வச்சு அதை வந்து நம்ம வந்து ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்கிறோம். ஸோ எல்லாருமே அதை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க த்ரூ அவுட் த வேர்ல்டு. ஸோ தட் இஸ் கால்டு ஸ்டாண்டர்ட். அப்புறம் ஒர்க் பீஸ். ஒர்க் பீஸ் வந்துட்டு இப்போ வந்து ஒரு ஒர்க் பீஸ் வந்துட்டு ஸ்டீலில் இருக்குது, இப்போ பிளாஸ்டிக்லேயோ இல்லை வந்து ஒரு பஞ்சுலேயோ இருக்குது. நம்ம ஒரு பஞ்சு மிட்டாய் வாங்குகிறோம், அப்போ வந்து அது எவ்வளோ வெயிட் இருக்குது அப்படின்றத நம்ம வந்துட்டு மெஷர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு தனியாக ஒரு எக்யூப்மெண்ட் இருக்கும். அதே மாதிரி வந்துட்டு காட்டன் மில்லில் காட்டன் மெஷர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒரு எக்யூப்மெண்ட் இருக்கும். அதே மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து ஒரு சாக்லேட் வாங்குகிறோன்னா அதை மெஷர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒரு எக்யூப்மெண்ட் இருக்கும். பால் வாங்குகிறோன்னா அதை மெஷர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒரு எக்யூப்மெண்ட் இருக்கும். இந்த மாதிரி என்ன ஒர்க் பீஸ்க்கு என்ன எக்யூப்மெண்ட் தேவைன்றதை கரெக்டாக நம்ம வந்து செலக்ட் பண்ணணும். அதே மாதிரி தான் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்ஸும். அப்புறம் பர்சன். இப்போ வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஸ்டாண்டர்டு அப்படின்றது வந்து டெம்பரேச்சர், டர்ட், ஹியூமிடிட்டி அண்ட் வைப்ரேஷன்ஸை வந்துட்டு நம்ம என்விரான்மெண்டலில் வந்து ஃபேக்டரில் வந்து இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லியிருக்கோம். அப்புறம் வந்து சென்சிங் எலமெண்ட்ஸு, அது ஆல்ரெடி அதில் ஒன்றும் பெருசாக வந்து பிரச்சனை இருக்காது. ஸோ போர்ட் அண்ட் ப்ரெஷர் கேஜ் இருக்குது. அப்புறம் அக்யூரசி அண்ட் ப்ரிசிஷன் இருக்குது. ஸோ இதில் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அக்யூரசி அப்படின்றது வந்து ஒரே இடத்துல வந்துட்டு நம்ம வந்து ஒரு பாயிண்டில் வந்து திருப்பி ஒரு நம்ம வந்து மெஷர்மெண்ட் எடுக்கும்போது ஒரே இடத்துல அக்யூரசியும் ப்ரிசிஷனும் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது வந்து ஹை அக்யூரசி அண்ட் ஹை ப்ரிசிஷன். இப்போ வந்து ஒரு போர்டில் வந்துட்டு நம்ம வந்து சென்டர் பாயிண்டில் இல்லாமல் ஒரு சென்டர் பாயிண்ட்டை தள்ளி ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து நம்ம ஒரு ஆரோ மார்க்கை வந்து விடும் பொழுது அப்போ வந்து அந்த அம்பு வந்து போயிட்டு பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஒரு வில்லாளன் இருக்கான் வந்து ஒரு சென்டர் பாயிண்டில் வந்துட்டு அவன் வந்து எய்ம் பண்ணி அம்பு விடுறான் அப்படின்னா அதில் ஹை அக்யூரசி, ஹை ப்ரிசிஷன் இருக்குது. அதே வந்துட்டு அது ஒரு சர்க்கிளுக்கு அவுட்டரில் ஏதோ போர்டில் ஏதோ ஒரு மூலையில் எல்லா அம்பும் ஒரே இடத்துல குத்திருக்குன்னா அதில் வந்து ப்ரிசிஷன் அதிகமாக இருக்குது, பட் அக்யூரசி கம்மியாக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா ட்ரூ வேல்யூக்கும் நம்ம இப்போ போட்டிருக்க வேல்யூக்கும் ரொம்பவே வித்தியாசம் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. அதே மாதிரி ஹை அக்யூரசி அண்ட் லோ ப்ரிசிஷன் அப்படின்னு வரும்பொழுது பார்த்திங்கன்னா வந்து அந்த போர்டில் வந்துட்டு சென்டர் பாயிண்டில் வந்துட்டு சுற்றி வந்து எல்லா ஆயிரம் மார்க்கும் இருக்கும். அப்போ அக்யூரசி அதிகமாக இருக்குது, ப்ரிசிஷன் வந்து கம்மியாக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா சேம் பாயிண்டில் இல்லை. இதுக்கான டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப அதிகமாக இருக்குது. அதே வந்து ஸ்கேட்டர்டாக அந்த போர்டில் வந்து எல்லா இடத்துலையும் அங்கங்கே ஒன்று இருக்குது அப்படின்னா அது லோ அக்யூரசி அண்ட் லோ ப்ரிசிஷன். ஸோ அப் டு திஸ் த யூனிட் 1 இஸ் கம்ப்ளீட்டட். பேசிக்ஸ் ஆஃப் மெட்ராலஜி. தேங்க்யூ.